Nothing inverted commas wrong in that, in the sense in which you're asking it. But there would be something fundamentally wrong which was applied to India. I'll tell you why. One, the design framed by the framers, and we are not here to second guess framers, far more sagacious and wiser than us. The design created by them 75 years ago was a totally different, non-theocratic design. Answer number one. I'm going to give very short, pointed answers. Each of them can be the subject matter of long discussion, but we can have more questions if I give short answers. The second reason is that on, as I said, planet Earth's most diverse spot, not to have a theocratic state is itself nothing but selfish self-interest. You're not doing a favor to anyone, you're doing a favor to yourself. And the third is that we have several examples across the globe of theocratic states, not one but several, including our neighborhood. I'm not saying that they need not be successful, but by and large, because of the lack of inclusiveness and pluralism, they have not been successful. These are three reasons. Of course, I give many more and discuss more, but that's the reason I say that to consider it at this late day and age, when the ethic of diversity is embedded in India, when the constitutional pillars of secularism, fraternity, federalism have all been practiced for 75 years, to even think of declaring, making or designing a Hindu Rashtra would be foolish and would be suicidal in fact.
If there are no questions, may I follow up on that? Just
there is one more, but you can follow up. He'll be very brief anyway, so go ahead.
okay. So isn't the whole premise of BJP or RSS that the constitution was framed secular was itself wrong in a country where majority of the people are Hindus, and that's what they are trying to correct that.
See, first and foremost, you have to remember that it's a big fallacy to assume that majority is the ruling ethic. Majority is the numerical method by which you elect governments. But majority is right, or majority is the only ethic, cannot be true anywhere. I'll tell you a simple reason. If that were true, why do you have entrenched fundamental rights in every constitution? The whole idea of fundamental rights are, these are rights against the majority. These are rights, of course, of the majority also, but they are also rights against the majority. Just because I have a majority, can I say tomorrow that all ex-community children alone can go to school and the others can go into a third line school? It's a majority. Suppose a constitution, and that's by the way links with my basic structure theory. Let us assume 100% vote in Parliament. Parliament is the elected representative of people. When Parliament decides, it means everybody in India is deemed to have decided. And Parliament, by an unprecedented 100% vote, says, henceforth, those of the Hindu community shall go to grade A schools and those of every other community shall go to grade B schools. Now, this is the law. The whole point of a constitution is that it protects against such majoritarian approaches. The whole idea of rights is rights against majoritarian approaches. Don't forget that the worst dictators of mankind have always been majority elected. That doesn't make them right. The dictator in Germany, the dictator in Italy, the dictator in Africa were all elected by genuine huge majorities. The one in Germany won 2 successive elections. Does that make him right? No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your name and